Sponsored by Black Magic Design, the world's highest quality products for the feature film, post and broadcast industries. blackmagicdesign.com. And by JMR Rentals, jmrny.com.
Ferrari, directed by Michael Mann, starring Adam Driver, Penelope Cruz, and Shailene Woodley. And the first thing I thought about Ferrari was it's good because of what it doesn't do. It doesn't try to distill a guy's life into 2 hours. It's just a particular time in Ferrari's life. So Enzo Ferrari, as many people know, he was the guy who invented the Ferrari cars, but he was also a race car driver before that. This film takes place in the late 1950s. He's sort of at a crossroads in his life. He's having trouble with his business. He's been told by his accountant his business is failing, and he needs to bring in more money. He needs to bring in a business partner if he's going to survive. And because he's basically been making more race cars than he should, he needs to make more production cars that he can sell to support the race car business. And he has a racing team called Team Ferrari. The accountant surmises that, okay, so Team Ferrari's got to win this big cross-country race, basically like a cross-country race across Italy, and he thinks if they win that, they'll get the attention they need to draw in somebody like a Ford or a Fiat to help subsidize Ferrari and partner with him. Now, in the meantime, he's also in sort of the final stages of his marriage to his wife Laura, who's played by Penelope Cruz. They had a son that tragically died of an illness. So now they've kind of like fallen out of love. But they're still business partners, so it's very tangled up. And Woodley is his mistress and the mother of another son, a bastard son. And Ferrari also, in addition to going through all this business stuff, must decide whether or not he's going to give the child the Ferrari name. And Driver, of course, is very and Cruz, they're both very strong. Driver is very stoic in the role, which I think in the hands of a lesser actor would come off sort of bland and not exciting. But the moments of emotion that we get out of him are great, and they're done very, very subtly. Cruz has the more showy role. Juxtaposed with all this character stuff, you have race car driving. You have these guys driving, 150 miles an hour around these test tracks. And you've got these guys in the cross-country race, which is sort of like your big climax. And then there are some horrific accidents in it as well, where cars just, and these cars are like to look at them, nobody would race in these things. Like first of all, they're convertibles. So it's just like you're in an open car with your head sticking out. All the drivers are wearing helmets and goggles, and they're driving really fast. If this thing flips over, you're just dead. Like anybody gets an accident, these things, they're a headstone. It's really exciting, and Mann captures it really well. It's a shame that Mann doesn't get these fall release, critically acclaimed type movies enough. Yeah, because he's a wonderful director, and he's a wonderful director of actors, and he gets great, great performances. So I would definitely recommend that one. And actually, I think all of these are recommendations for me. I definitely would, definitely check them out. And, if you're wondering what's going to get nominated, what you're wondering what you're going to see again in March with little gold statuettes, these are probably all in contention.